Okay. Alright. Oh, what am I doing? Xanos is still playing. Alright. Alright, so we have Wrath versus Xanos in losers finals. Interesting fight. I'm not sure if I've actually watched this happen myself. So I'm curious to see who will take this. Hi. Hi Xanos. I see you. Alright, so we have game one looking like Battle Smashville. Okay, Smashville for game one. Um, Starterville's never a bad choice, you know, it doesn't lean too far in either character's favor in my opinion. Let's get the show started. Alright, and we already see the zoning coming out from Xanos with the PK fires. Not sure those auto cancel, but they're so safe just because of the slide that happens after you PK fire. And Raph kind of having a hard time dealing with it. Kind of just running into it constantly, but still playing Sonic's game. Yeah, having a hard time playing Sonic's game. Okay, so we see the damage coming in, but it doesn't matter because if Raph gets two spin dashes, they're even. But I like the zoning that was coming out from Xanos. Doing a great job of keeping Sonic out when he can. Oh my goodness, that grab was amazing. He knew exactly when Wrath was going to come in. And he punished it accordingly. Alright, good back throw. Ooh, how's he going to get this edge guard? Oh my goodness, and a nice back air is going to send Wrath to the blast zone. Alright, so we got the mix-ups coming. And I think Raph just needs to adjust a little bit as far as PK fire. Just choose his spots coming in a little bit more wisely. Because he's gotten hit by almost every single PK fire that Xanos has thrown out so far. Ooh, okay. And here's where Sonic kind of falters. When you have the lead, can't really play to the time, can't really play to the patience. Can't really play to his speed. He has to come in, and that's where he has, you know, not the best committal options to choose from. And Xanos just doing a great job of keeping up the pressure, racking up the damage where he can before the stock is gone. Okay, a nice forward air is going to send Xanos off stage. What's the gimp? Okay, I like it. Putting that screen there is going to force Xanos to mix up his recovery angle a little bit. Rat sees that, he's already there ready with the forward smash, so that's going to be a clean first stock. And again, we just see the PK fires coming out, and I love the spacing on him. It's so safe just because you bounce back so far afterwards. But then again, it's Sonic. Wrath recognizing that and just immediately running up and grabbing him. Okay, is this going to be death? No, okay. Goes for the grab the forward air. Now, the scary percents for Sonic. Lucas has so many ways to kill out of the grab, it's ridiculous. Up throw will do it, back throw will do it, down throw to up air or forward air will do it. So Wrath has to be very careful here. But again, Lucas's neutral kind of just seeming to be a pretty decent counter to Sonic's. PK Fire is coming out every so often, and it's just stopping Sonic from running into him. He has to either walk or pick his spots more wisely. Ooh, Sonic is gonna go ahead and spring out of there. Knows that it's dangerous. Rinse, watch, and repeat, and I'm surprised Xanos did not get that grab there, but both players still playing neutral out fairly well. I don't imagine Sonic being able to get this kill off really easily. If he gets grabbed once, though, that's going to be it. Ooh, good mix-up. So the thing that Wrath is doing there is he's conditioning him into that air dodge after the up throw. Just because, you know, most Sonics like to just up air immediately after it. So if you don't air dodge, then you eat the up air. But if you do air dodge, then you have the 50-50 mix-up and a great edge guarding game coming out from Wrath right there. And I think that's what makes him, you know, one of Georgia's top players in general. He's not afraid to go off stage and do what he needs to do, and he's not afraid to play patient when he needs to. Xanos also not too shy of going off stage either, but Sonic's a different kind of character. He's a lot harder to gimp than Lucas. But we see a nice forward coming out from Xanos, and that's going to take him off. Ooh, committed a little bit on the jump, but a nice hit is going to get him back on stage. and this is where it's scary. Sonic having the lead, he can play his own game now. He can be a bit more patient. He does not have to run into PK fires. All right, nice back throw, and we already see Wrath recognizing that immediately. And now it's in Cody's court. How's he gonna get this kill? How's he gonna get this score? Okay, safely rolling on. I like it. It's gonna be a grab, and too much rage from Sonic to actually kill him. Nice spring there just to cover it, and even if it doesn't hit, he's still safe. So why not go for it? Get the free damage. Is that gonna be it? No. Xanos holding on. I think I would like to see a little bit more PK Thunder from Xanos just to get his edge guard going on. Just because it doesn't seem like Lucas has many ways to harass Sonic off stage. Sonic being a very mobile character in the air and on the ground. It's really, really hard to guess and catch where he's going to go. So I'd like to see a couple more PK Thunders come out just because it's safe and it still gets you free damage, even if it doesn't hit. Up throw, is that going to do it? And with rage, it is. So good stuff to Raft. It looked pretty strongly in Xanos' favor originally, but Raft kind of just figured it out. Once he got that lead, the fat lady kind of started singing right there. But moving on to game 2, not sure if Xanos is going to make the switch to Ness. Not sure how that matchup between Ness and Sonic goes, but we see FD coming out. Interesting choice. You know, he wasn't doing too badly in the first game on Smashville, but, you know, this is Sonic, this is FD, so it can be quite an uphill battle if Sonic gets the lead. Okay, and we see some down tilts coming out. I like that. And this is when it gets frustrating for Sonic. This is when it gets very frustrating to fight Sonic. Without platforms and nowhere to go, he can kind of just take the room to go in, go out, go in, go out, go in, go out. Did you commit? Did you not? Okay. If you did commit, okay, I'm gonna punish. If you didn't commit, okay, I'll just go to the other side of the stage. And what are you gonna do about it? He's Sonic, fast character in the game. Can't really punish that. So that's why it's so detrimental to have percent disadvantage against Sonic on the stage. But Xanos not doing a bad job of racking up damage and getting Wrath off stage when he can. But Wrath in these spin dashes, clean follow-ups after every single one, doing a nice back air to just get on that extra percent. Ooh, not a good roll in. It's very, very hard to roll in against Sonic, especially with that invincibility on side B. Alright, spin cancel the grab. Good. Gonna put that spring there to cut it off his recovery, force him to go high. And a miss punish, but it's okay. He's not taking too much damage for it. Now both these characters are at depth percent, mind you. Sonic gets grabbed once. That could be the stock if his DIs work correctly. Okay, good dash attack. And this is a situation where I want to see a bit more. Oh no. But that's a situation where I think Xanos needs to just play it safe, stay on stage, and get the up B damage that he can. And a good spring is going to cut off that recovery option. Is that going to do it again? Yes, that's going to do it. Mistech on Xanos' part is going to seal that first stock. So Wrath again, getting the lead, playing his game, doing the best he can to bring this back. Okay, see good up tilt. And we see the PK fires, but if you notice, Wrath is not really running in that much. But that's because he doesn't have a reason to. He has a percent lead, so he knows that Xanos has to come in eventually if he wants to get this stock going. Okay, good catch on the roll in. Good forward air, gonna try to drag him down. Is that gonna be it? No. Oh, an unfortunate. I'll call that an SD from Xanos. He meant to use PK Thunder a little bit further out, but Raph doing a great job of disrupting him off stage and just making sure that he can't get back on for free. And a good back throw is going to steal that first stock. Cody behind the stock now. Definitely not out of room possibility for him to bring it back. But whipping grabs is not the way to go. Okay, damage. Seems like Raph doesn't know, but you can actually SD out of the Lucas' neutral air. If you hold down or you smash the eye downwards, then you can actually get out before the last hit hits you, and it becomes a lot more bearable to deal with. Oh my goodness, and double back here, that's the thing. Gonna show him his shiny feet, pretty shoes real quick. Doing a great job of keeping him off. And again, we see the PK Fires coming out. Raph getting a little impatient there, running in to PK Fires. Wow, okay, that's an interesting one. But up here, is that gonna do it? No. As Xanos trying to catch Raph before he gets a chance to run behind him. That's something that Raph likes to do as a player, and is really, really good at just covering options. But if you're in a tech chase situation, he loves to just run behind you because he expects you to roll in, because that's, you know, the natural tendency of most people, because it's centered to, it's close to the stage if you roll in, and it's safer and you die less quickly. But Raph just does an amazing job of covering that option by running behind you and spin dashing behind you. And you can't really roll behind him because spin dash is invincible, so you'll just eat damage if you do. Putting out a hitbox is also not that safe, but okay, we see a nice up throw from Cody. Definitely gonna bring that back. But putting out a hitbox is not actually that safe either, but it just depends on what Raph does. If you guess right, you get out scot-free. If you guess wrong, you eat a spin dash and a free 20%. Is that backer gonna do it? No. Lucas says just a little bit bigger than Nestus. That man living a little bit longer on 153%. This ain't getting in there. Up throw. Oh no, up air. Is that gonna do it? No. And we see these PK Fires coming out. Cody trying to stay safe. Excuse me, I'm sorry for saying Cody. Xanos trying to stay safe. Okay, nice grab. Can he convert? No. I think it's a little bit too much rage on Xanos right now to actually get it. Is that gonna do it? Down throw? No. Smart choice by Raph. I actually agree with that. Just because, you know, Sonic's not in rage, you want to guarantee the kill if you get the grab. So one more grab should actually be the end of this game. That should do it. Yes, that's gonna do it. A nice up throw from Raph is gonna take game 2. Yeah, and we're moving on to game 3, folks. Again, I'd like to see a little bit more PK Thunder from Xanos. Okay, we see the switch to Ness. I don't disagree with that. Raph not having too hard of a time gimping Lucas, so I don't imagine him having a hard time gimping Ness either, but there's a little bit more risk involved with gimping Ness. Obviously, if you get hit by PK Thunder, that's pretty much your stock if you're above 20 and 30%. But, you know, I'm pretty sure Raph has experience in this matchup. And I'm pretty sure he's just going to try to play Sonic's game again. Now, there's one thing that I dislike about this matchup with Ness and Sonic. You can't really, or compared to Lucas, you can't just use PK Fire in neutral like that. Because every time you use it, it's a commitment, exactly as we just saw right there. Sonic obviously is able to punish that. Whereas with Lucas, with the bounce back on his PK Fire, it's a lot harder to punish it because he's going away and he's putting a hitbox towards you. But Ness is just standing still, so it's a lot easier to get the punish on that. Granted, Xano's not doing a bad job at all. Definitely keeping up with Raph right now. He has a percent lead until that nice speedy spin dash tacks on an extra 20%. Okay, nice neutral air. All right, got him off stage. We'll see PK Thunder. Okay, we'll see PK Fire. Interesting choice. And that homing attack looked really punishable, but Sonic actually just springing out of there before he got into too much trouble. Okay, nice back air. And again, okay. And a nice down smash is gonna catch that 2-frame. Shut me up real quick. He doesn't need a PK Thunder. Oh yeah, it's an amazing hitbox. And it's pretty lagless. Well, not lagless, but it's really hard to punish, in my opinion. But good stuff to Xanos. Actually taking the first stock this time. But he's off stage. This is where it's, ooh. And Sonic probably one of the few characters that's quick enough to punish Ness in that situation. Or you PK Thunder over the ledge. You know, a lot of Nesses like to do that because they think you're coming in to hit them before they catch the ledge. But Sonic is actually able to do that, unlike most other characters in the game. And Raph doing a great job of recognizing that and just taking that stock convincingly. But again, Xanos definitely not out of the game. Still with the percent lead. Nice PK Thunder. I mean, excuse me, PK Fire. It's going to attack on the percent to 22. Unfortunate spin. Homing attack, but he's back on safely. Now, there's one adjustment that I like that Xanos is doing. He's starting to throw out a couple more nairs, noticing that it's catching Raft out of his spin dashes a bit more, and it's good damage. You know, Lucas doesn't actually have that option, considering the hitbox on his nair is so small. So Ness's longer lasting hitboxes may be a boon to Xanos in this match. But again, Xanos doing a great job with the percent lead, just making sure that Raft can't just spin dash to him for free. And again, we see a good trade, and that's what you want to do, Sonic, in this match. So I feel as if Xanos keeps playing his game, and he doesn't mix it up, and he doesn't get too hasty, then this should be a solid game for him. And a nice read on that roll. And again, we see Xanos catching on to Raft's habit of running behind most people and trying to actually spin dash in front of, or spin dash back in front of them. That is one way to do it. Just pivot grabbing where you think he's gonna go. And it's really safe because even if you miss the pivot grab, Sonic's not gonna really be able to punish you that hard. Alright, we see more patience coming out from Raft here. I like to see Cody, or Xanos, excuse me, be more patient. Okay, great trade on Xanos' part. Noggin's just gonna take him out right there. It's gonna clean up that stock at about 130%. And this is where Xanos really just needs to keep his stock. Get the damage where you can, but make sure you just keep the stock. I think that's the most important thing for him, because once Sonic gets the lead, it's pretty much a wrap. But Xanos, again, not doing a bad job, and we see the PK Thunder coming out finally, but nice punish from Wrath. And we see the neutrals coming out, Wrath being a little bit more patient and catching on to Xanos' habits. Is that up smash going to do it? Yes, it's going to do it. Alright, nice back here. And again, I think Xanos just needs to adjust his timing a little bit. Just be a little bit more patient with the neutral is. Wrath has definitely caught on to the timing. He's definitely taking his time a little bit more. Let's see if Xanos can make the adjustment. Tried to PK Fire there. I would have done it too, but you know, not working out there, unfortunately for him. But again, getting the trades where he can, making sure that his 14% up air collides with Sonic's 3% spin dash. Again, you want to try to trade with spin dash if you can at the very worst. Just because spin dash only does incremental damage. It doesn't do 14% at one time. You're not going to get smacked in the face with a lot of damage at one hit. So I like Xanos' approach to this matchup. Again, he's doing a great job. We'll see Raph just coming back with these up airs, doing a great job of juggling this. Also, ooh, okay, he has his double jump. He needs to land. This is bad. He doesn't have a double jump. Okay, falls to the ledge. Xanos being a little hasty right there. Be careful. And again, Raph's patience is paying off here. He's definitely noticing his timing. Okay, is that up air going to do it? Yes. And a nice up air from Xanos is going to seal that game. I'm pretty sure it was an accident. I think Wispy Woods helping Xanos out a little bit, saying, this is your game to win. You can have it. I'm here for you, buddy. But that homing attack is just going to be a couple centimeters off, and Ness's head is right there to meet it. All right, so we have game 4 coming up for you guys. Let's see what's coming. All right, we have Town City. And I don't disagree with this choice. I know this is a really big fave for Raph just because it's still a really long platform, main platform, so there's plenty of room for Sonic to just run away. But at the same time, if Sonic has to spring out of a spin dash, he can just land on the platform safely. So honestly, in certain instances, I think this may actually be better than Final Destination. But we already see Raph off to a strong start. Got a clean 34%, just from juggling Ness in general. But one hit from that head, and it's 1/3 even, or 1/3 there to Xanos' percent. All right, we see Raph just kind of playing his game. I think this is where Xanos needs to start throwing out a couple of nairs just to catch the spin dash from Sonic. Going in for the grabs, I know it's the best way to get the percent, but Wrath's just not really giving it to him. Doesn't look like he's in a position to get grabbed. I would just suggest Xanos to play it a little bit more patient, wait for Sonic to come to him. If he's charging spin dash, that's a commitment that you have to wait for. That's a commitment that you have to look for. But Xanos is kind of just not getting the hits that he needs right now. Was he a juggle? No, okay. Safe landing. Kind of just running into him right there. I don't know. I think Xanos has just kind of lost his patience a little bit. Okay. That's a start. Okay, there we go again. Another neutral is going to knock him out of it. Alright. Trying to punish the landing with the spring, but Sonic being that high up is definitely not going to happen. But Xanos doing a great job of coming back down, landing safely with that nair, and making sure he puts out a hitbox, so at the very least, Sonic will have to trade with him if he wants to get the attack or grab. Let's see the patience. Okay. And we see these short hop air dodges coming out. Pretty punishable from Raph. So good stuff to him for catching that air dodge. Ooh. Raph just gonna spring out of that. He's gonna say, nope, I'm not dealing with it. I can't deal with fire and bats. And Xanos just has to stop these air dodges into Raph. Just put out a hitbox is what I would suggest. Just do something. Force him to at least trade if you have to take the damage. Is that what we're gonna do it? No. That one will though. So Xanos not out of this yet. 50%, that's enough, so it's not too bad. Not too much for Xanos to make it up, but immediately attacking on that 16% is going to make this a little bit harder for Xanos, but definitely trying to take his time, trying to choose where he's going to go in at now. I think he has to stop these dash attacks too. Wrath is just not falling forward, and every single time he dash attacks in, Wrath is just releasing side B, and those invincibility frames are just going to cut through that dash attack. Okay, nice PK Thunder, just get him off the edge. And this is where I think, you know, not having Lucas's PK Fire kind of hurts Xanos a bit. He doesn't really have a ranged projectile to pressure Sonic with, and every single PK Fire you've seen so far has gotten punished by Wrath accordingly, just because he can't really space it well. And a good forward tilt is that gonna do it? Spring, yes, that's gonna do it. So again, good on Raph for recognizing that Xanos used the PK Thunder a little bit too close to him, and he could just toss out that forward tilt and put Xanos in a really bad position. Good catch. Alright, nice forward air strings. Almost got him, but those invincibility frames on that Sonic's LP is just going to come out, help him out right there, and let him get back to legendary. We see PK Thunder. Oh my goodness, that was so scary. Okay, and we see the PK Thunders coming out now. Xanos slowly making the adjustments, but it may be a little too late now. Is that spike going to do it? No. Back throw? Okay, just to get him off stage. I like the decision. And we see Raph kind of just playing his game, forcing Xanos to commit to actually hitting him. Is that going to be it? No. But this is when the game's generally considered not fun for most people. If Sonic gets that lead, he can play his game. He can force you to come to him. By him literally just running around, it forces you to pretty much do bad things that you don't want to do. And we see right there, Xanos just kind of air dodging into him, not really sure what to do to actually hit Sonic. Okay, forward air to start. Went a little bit high. Will we see a back throw? No. Up air's going to be safe, so it's okay to go for that. And we see Raph just chilling out on the platform, just taking his time, making sure that, hey, just making sure that Xanos knows that he has to come to him, that if you want to win this game, you have to approach me. Problem with that is that Ness doesn't exactly have the best tools to hit Sonic on a platform. But up air's going to do it, definitely. Catching him out of the string, that was a good job by Xanos, recognizing that he had to land somewhere, and somewhere was not safe. Let's see if we can bring this back. Okay, good dash attack right there. That spring's not gonna do it, and the back air is gonna end the deal. All right, so good stuff to Raph taking the set 3-1 over Xanos. Up next, we have grand finals, which is myself, Scat versus Wrath. Hope you guys enjoy the rest of the stream.